Okay, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, sounds good. Now you're working. You'll be loud and clear. Okay. Well, what happened there? Let me say hello to everybody first. Let me blow my screen up a second. Okay, we got 36 in here. And I'll tell you what happened that it's getting frustrating. And Otto, James, Kevin, Rod, and Lisa, Bob, Gerald, and a Aragorn, Jackson's Garage, Adam, Sue, Chris, and Mike. I'm sorry, Eric Hold, and James, Alida, Darren, VW Bug. Yeah, that's Toby. I'm just making sure. James and another James and Sue, Fernando, Pappy. I'm just checking. Otto, Slade, fantastic video about the oil. Explained very well. Discussed pros and cons. So the viewers without lecturing. Excellent. Thank you, Otto. That, believe it or not, that wasn't an easy video to do because you have to really be on your game. Like you got to research and not miss a trick because you know what people are like. But thank you very much. I hope it was helpful to others. I did that while my back is still messing with me. But this week coming up is the rear apron, removable rear apron. And Mike, how are you, sir? Bill Kirkpatrick and Shane. And Mr. Rick, how are you? Yeah. Kevin and Kenan and Keith. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Number one, and Brewster, and Volkswagen Queen, Roger, and I don't think I missed anybody. Buzz Chopwood is up. When I came in, uh, are you serious? What is going on? Wonder if I should turn the Wi-Fi on. Let me see. In 1 second, folks. I'm gonna adjust the Wi-Fi. Bear with me. Can't do it once I'm in here. Crap. Can't do it once I'm in there. Having a hard time getting. Is it real choppy? Come on. No, it won't. Oh, there we go. Okay. What a nightmare tonight. See if that's a little better. I turned the Wi-Fi on. I actually was fine, and one of them spam calls hit my phone and it whacked everything up. That's what happened. Unbelievable. I should just start using my webcam again. It was easier, but it wasn't as clear, was the problem. Let me see. Is it a little better now, Heath? Is it? Okay. Trying to make sure. Sounds a little scratchy. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, I was wondering who that was, Kevin. That's April. A post of a bug for sale. It has a motor in it. You sent a post, Rod? Do you mean to my email? I don't know what you meant by that. And Sutter family tuning in from 30th miles from Pittsburgh. I think I'm about 10 miles from Pittsburgh, I believe. Pretty close. Cool Mouse Pad, that's from Kevin Elliott, and I'll bring that up shortly. It's better than the first go round, and just got an inverged head. We are stable to relief. Whatever you just did, make it a lot better in your audio. Yeah, is it smooth now, Heath? Okay. Well, like I said, I was sitting here and go figure, bam, one of them spam calls came in and it whacked it right up. So that's very frustrating. Uh, the view is sideways. Okay, hopefully straighten that up. And let's see what we got in here. We got 58 people. I don't know how many likes we have right now. Not sure how long I could stay as one of those evenings with Mikey. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. Sandra, what is up? Yeah, I have an external mic, Keith. It's on my shirt here. Is what I use. It makes it easier. Mouse. Wonder if they make a Beetle mouse. Almost same palm deck lid. Don't write buttons on the front. And I'm just cruising through real quick. Okay. Yeah, VW Bug by two. Oh, that's Toby. I keep getting confused. Wayne, what's up, brother? And let me see here. Just trying not to miss anybody before I start yapping. And just in time of reading Flynn. I don't have VW yet, but this guy is pretty awesome. Heidi, what is up? And Eric sent messenger to your Facebook. Oh, okay. I'll see that when I get on tonight. Okay, we have Blair currently doing a 65 front end and pulling driver's side drum. The inner race remained on the axle. Everything I see online says inner race should be inside the inner drum. Yeah, it should be. You're going to have to hit it with some freeze off or a little heat and pull that off of there, Blair. Oh, we only got 35 likes. Come on, folks. Let's hit the like button up. Some candy bars for Christmas for Heather. Kevin wants to know. Still can barely hear you. Uh-oh. Maybe it got better now. With the bearing and seal elsewhere, the inner race can be stuck installed back into the axle. So I'm a bit confused as to why reinstall it. Anyone advise me on this? Yeah, you need to get the race off of there and put it back in the drum. There's no doubt about that. It should have not even done that because they fit pretty tight. You got to pound them in. So that's kind of strange. Let me see. Toby and Liam are hanging out together tonight here. No more candy for me. 72 standard on Tuesday. If it's still there, I probably shouldn't, but I can't resist the price for running driving car needing a pan repair. Oh, heck yeah. If you can grab it while the getting's good. And just trying to make sure. Doug, what is up, brother? Mr. Barnhart with his beautiful cat. He has a really beautiful cat. And it'll be deleted and you will be removed from the channel. And Jim Lorish, what is up, brother? Is somebody spamming already? No. Oh, okay. They were trying. Okay. And Justin and Ashley, hello to you, my dear friends. I'll see you Saturday. And sound is scratchy but good. Is it doing it again? Okay. Slade, what's your thoughts on Solex 34.3? Not the picked 3. Is the picked 4 any good? I realize we're mostly California. Oh, well, truthfully, I had a 34.4 on the Super Beetle, the red one I did the first time around because it was California carb I had. I cleaned it all, but it was fine. It was no problem at all. Uh, as you know, I did say I would do part 2 and do the removable apron this week, but I had to switch to the oil video I did. Sounds fine. I can hear you yelling at me just fine. My back's still a little wonky, but I'm going to do the removable apron this week. So that'll be pretty cool. And Abe, you made it in. Jackson's Garage. I'm doing dual carb research now. I'm not sure what to get. The more you read, the more it's conflicting. Honestly, the ones I really like is the ones I'll be doing is the 40 Cadrons. I love them. And I had Weber 34s before, which were great also. But the Cadrons, you can't beat them. You literally put them on, tune them. They don't lose their tune or anything. They stay in really good condition and stay running well. That's how I feel about those. For Adventure Stove Sexful, thanks for all the help. Never done a total rebuild. Oh, I'll tell you what, Toby, that was awesome. And thank you for sharing that video with me. That made me smile. It honestly did. Lonnie, what is up, honey? How are you doing? Slade, getting more paint done? No, not yet. I'm designing a removable rear apron this coming week. And after that, Heather's Christmas cottage tour, because I take a week off at Christmas. And then I'm going to go ahead and start painting the fenders, the front apron, and all that. I got to set up something to hold the heat in the garage to get the fumes out. Because I need to get it all in primer at least, and get all that done so I can do the interior. If you hit the like button in the first chat tonight, you need to re-hit the like button. Thank you, Alita. I didn't even think about that, in all honesty. And Bob, what's up, brother? And we're at 44 likes with 60 people. Come on, folks, help out here. Just a free hit to the like button. My first choice. Glad to hear your input on them. Oh, Jackson, I love them. I do. I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with them. They won't come out of sync or screw you around or anything. They'll be perfect. Trust me on it. They really will. And John, what is up, brother? And Rick, oh, I no longer have a garage. I now have a greenhouse. Uh-oh, what happened there? Okay. Very sad today. Had to bite the bullet and put Miss B away for the winter. Yeah, it's that time of the year, dear. It stinks, I know. My deadline's May 1st on the 68. Joining a pretty big car group local to me here, so I'm pretty excited about that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Your secretary has your back. You always do, Alita. You always do, and I appreciate that very much. Okay, I'm going to show you everything that we're giving away for the Christmas raffle tonight here. So, and then we'll do it about 9, quarter after. I'll let enough people, get in here. So first, focus. Be focused. Okay. This I highly recommend, and you know that. So here is the fuel filter bracket that bolts to the transaxle. That's the one that's custom designed by a guy on the Samba. Okay, that will be part of this. Is going to be one big package. Okay, so here's that. And then I'll be including this. I think that's cool. I'm trying to make sure I'm in the camera. You'll get one big package. Okay, and I didn't open it, of course, a metal sign. I love metal signs. I really think they're cool, in all honesty. And we have, there's a bunch of stickers, magnets. I'm going to throw all together, members magnet, stuff like that, and stickers. Those will be in there. And Keith, who you see in here, is dog. Okay. And he was nice enough to donate. I'll just pull one out. There's actually 2 of them in the box, brand new. LED work lights. Thank you, Keith. Dog in here. And they're rechargeable. So it's really cool. Whoops. I didn't know they were charged already. There's 2 of these. They're magnetic on the bottom and they also hook. So I think that is really cool. And something that I can't really show right now, but they'll be included also with the Christmas package giveaway, is Kevin Elliott, who you see on here. Actually, it's en route. The mail system got backed up. Is a Slades member license plate for your car and a license plate. License plate frame for your car. And also, he makes really cool mouse pads. And I'm not sure which one he sent, but you'll be getting a mouse pad also. So there's a lot of stuff in one big package. And I hope whoever wins this puts this on and gets your fuel filter out of the engine compartment. So that's what's all included in the Christmas giveaway tonight. All of it in one big box, and I'll ship it out sometime at the end of the week. But I'm going to wait till a little after 9 here, till everybody's in here. Heather will sit down and write all the names down. put them in, I'll pull the name, and you win. So hope that all made sense. Uh, let me see here. Let me back up a little on the chat because I see you guys were chatting and I don't want to ignore anybody. Okay, there we go. I pulled race off the axle, so when I installed the race will be inner drum, not the axle. Am I understanding that right? Yeah, you're going to take the inner race and pound it back into the drum inside. I did a video on that, Blair. If you go on my playlist to the brake system, just go in there and you'll see me putting races in the drum and how to pound them in. Actually toss it in the freezer overnight, and then the next day it'll just slide right in there. That way you won't have to beat the crap out of it. And Carl, what is up, brother? I had to move all my plants inside last week. Oh yeah, it's that time of the year now, in all honesty. I had to do that a month ago. And Gary, what is up? And Ron, what is up, my Katanning friend? And 49 likes. We're slowly getting there. Thank you, Alita. And Merry Christmas to you too, Blair. And good evening from Flint Hills of Kansas, Mr. Johnson. How are you tonight? Kanan, and I'm making sure, Rick. And I have the option to pick it up if I win. Good reason to have a cup of coffee in a garage. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would like that. Even if you don't win, we'll have to get together, Jackson. Ice Racket, how are you? I was just seeing it. I'm catching up right now. And welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. And where'd the metal sign come from? Aller loves golf cars. Actually, you know what, Darren? I'll take a look and see because I save all my receipts for stuff and I will find out. Let me see here. Oops. Almost just knocked somebody out of the chat by accident. And Mr. Murphy, supposed to rust bullet the frame this weekend, high in the 40s. Do you guys think there'll be any issues? They say to go around 70 degrees, John, when you're doing that. So the only thing I can say, I guess you're in a garage maybe, I don't know. If you are, you're having a difficult time, I would go ahead and take a hair dryer, maybe take your wife's when she's not around or something and just warm the metal up, the best that you can. It always makes a big difference. Uh, Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, with all the tech glitches and the clock is not blinking. No, Rick, it ain't. I fixed it because Darren was going to get me, so I made sure I fixed it. Let me see. Can't wait for the coming weeks. Gonna take Redford out cruising, twin with my neighbor Santa, and spread some Xmas cheer. That's awesome. That is awesome, Toby. It really is. Metal signs are great. Yeah, they are, John. I got them all over the garage. Probably too many. I'm doing my wood on the outside of the garage this year, so it looks like a cottage style garage. And then I'm going to go ahead and put metal signs on it like it's from down south, old school garage. Chris, welcome aboard. Hi to you. Thank you for being here. How many people we have in here? 75. That's a little bit higher than normal. We just got to get the likes up. Like button is very important. Names on the naughty list. And Stuart, Mr. Jenkins, greetings. Thank you for being in here. Yes, somebody will have a great Christmas. I was really excited about the fuel filter, to be honest with you, because I like to try to help people that need to get their fuel filter out of the engine compartment. So, and I did a video so that whoever wins it can see how to put it on. It's relatively easy. Let me see here. They still sell sleeve kit for the oil passage to the oil cooler. That I don't know. I imagine they would, in all sincerity. I don't see why they wouldn't. And Ice Racket is saying howdy, and I think they are new here, and I appreciate you being here. Let me see here. 54 likes, still 16 of you guys have not hit the like button. We have 70 watching. Yeah, please hit that like button. Seriously, that it helps the algorithm for the channel. And thank you, Mr. Kirkpatrick. That was a fun video to make, but a testy video to make. It was a little bit of research put into that so I could have a little accuracy with that. But I had fun making it, to be honest with you. I think it was something that needed shared all over the internet so people can see that. And Gary, Nothing but 40 weight. Yeah, in California, I can understand. I do. I'm considering the 1540, actually, the Rotella. Let me see. Yep, hit the like button to be included in the giveaway. And I have a low mileage 75 bug, but the oil passage is corroded up. And you're gonna have to get that taken care of. Make sure you clean everything very, very well. Does anyone have an opinion on what max RPM becomes necessary to use straight cut gears on the aircraft versus stock level? I have never run straight cut. I've never had a reason to, so somebody can chime in here if they do know. And Lloyd, how are you? We have 75, but 55 likes. Oh, come on, you got to be included in the giveaway. Hit the like button. And just checking something there. Enjoying the video, use Castrol GTX. My two sons argue I'm wrong. Jim, that's what I ran. If you caught it in the video, I ran Castrol GTX forever, conventional, and then I'm always hooked on the Rizlon Hyperlube. I call it the added ZDDP, additive that I talked about in the video, and I've never had an issue. I'm in fact down south. Metal signs are in fact everywhere on buildings. Oh, I believe it. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube where people are traveling a lot, and I always enjoy that. Heather, after the chat, can you PM your address so that I can mail you your Christmas card? That's nice, Alita. I appreciate that. And Doodle Doo, what do you think of installing Weber doors for carb and spark plug access? Actually, it's not a bad idea, in all sincerity. I'm not, because I'm running Cadrons, but if you're running the IDFs, IDAs, I do recommend the door. It makes life much simpler. And Mark, how are you? Welcome in this evening. And try to see what where you at here. And hey, Space, thank you for all your work you guys put into your videos. And thank you, WA. I appreciate the kind comment. I really do. And thank you, Mark. I never do videos like that normally, but I think it was needed at this point after watching the questions on our Facebook group. I thought it's time to do an oil video. Now, not that I am the be all end all, but I did research before I started, doing the video just to make sure, because I already know what I like. And 60 likes. So we got 60 people included in the giveaway. And what do you know about the diagnostic ports on Super Beetles? You do not need the diagnostic port. If you mean the one that the driver's side in the engine compartment, you can rip it out of there. Any live wires, tape off, cap off so that you don't have an issue, but you do not need that, if that's the one you mean. That was a problem. Someone didn't agree with the oil video and sent you a spam call. Rick, I would not be surprised. Actually, I expected a little more craziness over that video, even in the Facebook group, but no, everybody was pretty cool about it, in all honesty. That's the way I like things. Everybody needs to be able to debate and get along instead of freaking out. And I think I said something sarcastic in a video about somebody will probably pee their pants and run to their basement over it or something. I forget. I say stupid stuff, so I don't remember. But can I use a stock beam with zero offset drop spindles or do an 82-inch narrow set? No, you can do the zero offset on regular beam. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, I advise you to do that, to be sincere about it. Uh, that's what I have, actually. Well, I have a 2-inch narrow, but I do have the zero offset, though. And let me see here. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Scroll down here. And stickers arrived yesterday. Wow, that took a little while, Mark, but I'm glad you got them. Thank you. This mail system's backed up or something. I didn't want to miss anybody, so I scrolled back. Yeah, and Heather said that took long. Castor oil's name came from originally using castor oil in their products. Is that for real? Well, I learned today somebody posted either on the YouTube comments or the Facebook group, and truthfully, I didn't know that Kendall, because that's all my father used, was Kendall when I was younger, ended up becoming Brad Penn, or Penn grade motor oil later. I had no idea. And excuse me. And Michael, ever had a piston head stud interfere with rockers? No, I've never had that before. Ever, 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 ever. Yeah, that's weird. Let me see here. Slade on the Castro, do you mostly run the 1540? With Castro GTX in my area, Northeast, I run 1030 in the summer. I just said it backwards. I run straight 30 in the summer, and then in the cold season, I run 10W30. But I do conventional, and I do run the ZDDP additive with it. I was talking about that in a video. You may have missed it in the end. That's what I do. But I'm not against the 15W40 in the summer. I mean, the Rotella's fine, and you don't have to use the additive then. I'm way up in the Pacific Northwest. Yes, I use Rizlon myself. I like it. I've been using that forever. Rotella 1540 STP here on the Gulf Coast. Yeah, the STP, that's another thing my father used all the time back in the day. Not that he was an expert, but certain things he found that worked, he stuck with them forever. Oil question, sorry, Slave. It's a multi-grade oil made to change its viscosity at different viscosities between the low and high label viscosity. I mean, the funny part is, Wayne, excuse me, the a lot of the older, I don't know if you caught in the video, but a lot of the older books from the 50s and 60s before we had 10W30 and 20W50 was all just 10 weight, 20 weight, 30 weight, 40 weight. So that's kind of like unique now that we had to adapt over, to different grades, just like we did our tires. We used to have L60 15s. Now we have 225 60 15. That was a hard change for me when that happened, though. Try to see something. That is because it was really a good video, and I think I may keep the part just to keep the car more original. Plan on repainting my tines and replacing the rings paint. So probably do the tar board too. I've got a 73 Super. That's funny that I can't get this tickle out of my throat. Excuse me. 73 Super ice bracket is the first car I did on the channel, the red one. That's a 73 Super. So there's a lot of videos on there for that. And we have 75 people. We have 65 likes. There's 65 people entered in to the giveaway tonight so far. We'll see what happens by 9. And mail system has delays because the holiday season. Yeah, Lolita, it's been rough lately with the mail. Say a 20 to 50 go only to 40 weight if the engine doesn't get that hot. Call for 50 weight. Well, no, if you're going to run 2050, it will make it to the 50 weight, so to speak. You don't ship Slade Prime. I wonder who makes the Porsche branded finish air cold oil. I've seen that recommended before in the forums. If you're talking about the Porsche oil that comes in the cans that shows a Porsche on it and that don't say much on there, I have found with the 914s and a lot of the Porsches, air cooled motors is actually 20W50. I forgot to put it in the video. Now that you said it, it just hit me. I forget to put stuff in some of the videos when I talk about it, but that actually is 20W50 for the air cooled ones. Let me see here. I bought my 7040 UK and they recommend Castro ever since. That has been a very popular oil for years, in all sincerity. So my case might not be junk. I got to scroll back and see what Chris said a minute because I get a lot of different things coming in and I forget who said what. Trying to find Chris's last message. Okay, I have limos, but the oil passage is crowed up. Well, it doesn't mean that it depends how bad it is. Is what I mean. you're going to have to look it over, put some pictures on the Facebook group, you know. It doesn't mean it's junk. It just depends how bad it is. Let me see. Try not to miss anybody. So, how are we doing today? I'm good. Just dealing with my son. And we got started oil vid. The live started. I'll finish later. Oh, okay, Rick. It's a pretty laid back video, in all honesty, but there's a lot of information I shoved into it. That's it, Michael. We're up to 68 likes. Need 9 more to catch up. And there we go. Check out the Valvoline VR1. It's high zinc formula, available in many viscosities. Yeah, I talked about that in the video, Justin. They lowered their zinc. You may have missed that part of the video. They lowered it from like 1,600 down to like 1,000 or 1,100 to cooperate with catalytic converters and stuff. So you may have missed that in the video. I had a discussion about that. I don't know why they did it, but they say that's why. But it was kind of weird in all sincerity. Hey, I'm running VR1 and I like it so far. Yeah, it's not a bad oil, but just do your research with the ppm, you know, on the ZDDP. Alita, where do you see likes? I only see thumbs up. And I also run VR1. And what's the most amount of miles you've ever seen on a Beetle Super Boom? Mine's got about 462,000. Yeah, you're probably peaked out on the engine. I mean, honestly, they can go a very long time. In all sincerity, Ice Racket, they go way longer than people think they do. Let me see. I close the comment section and I check on the likes. And think about the electronic heat wraps for single port ice intaking. I think they're junk, Gary. I'm just being honest. A lot of people have bought those, and you're better off just taking your exhaust off. I have a video on cleaning the heat risers out. Clean them out really good, and your car will run nice and warm like it's supposed to. It'll atomize the fuel. But those heat wraps, they don't. I know a couple people that bought them, and they won't take them back once you buy them, and they didn't do much. Nate, what is up, brother? Hey, you're back on. You were frozen for a while. Happy Sunday, everyone. On your video, you talked about overdoing ZDP and showed pizza. I did have to do that. I was hoping you didn't have a stroke. I because people overdo stuff, you know, and that's why I said don't go crazy with the zinc, because some people think more is better, and sometimes that's not the answer. And then you can see where my brain went with the pizza. That's why Heather didn't watch that video yet. When she does, she'll be like, ugh, really? 68, VW Bug, North Carolina. Joe, what is up? Good evening to you. 35 years. Okay, yeah, that's that for a while. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be going over that to see Seneca Super that should have never been saved. Yeah, they all can be saved though. So that's a good thing in all sincerity. Sneaker's not getting proper ground. That's why she was not running. James, if you didn't fix it yet, check out ground strap from the transaxle to the frame in the back. It always seems to be a culprit. Patches. Let me see here. Where did we go? There, patches. I don't know what you meant by that. Patches. And global tune. How are you? Welcome in. And what do we got here? We got 82 people, 71 likes. So we have 71 people so far entered in. And 75 super must be a Legrand. And we're getting there. Alita, she is. And Anthony, how are you? I bought my first VW in June. It's rough, but I'm going to try to do my best to save it. I'm in Kentucky. And depending on where you're at, we got quite a few club members in Kentucky. But welcome aboard, Anthony. Take your time and do it right. It Viper Green. Wait a minute. Is that finished 76? Or am I being dumb here? I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else. When he said Viper Green, we have a club member where his Beetle is Viper Greens. Hit the like button to be included in the giveaway. And we have 81 people in here. And save it. And as far as we're in 1040 Royal Purple for 60,000 miles on my abuse test meal, and it did great. I ran that on my stroker, but was switching to conventional due to cost. I change it every 2,000. Well, Nate, it's not just me then, because with air cold, and I really don't know why I started doing that, but I started hitting mine around 2 to 2,500, so now I don't feel bad. I just run the conventional and put an additive in it, and I've never had a problem. Pizza. I didn't know how many caught that in the video. I slip stuff in once in a while. It's funny because I got to edit some family videos from when my kids were young, and me and Heather were young, of course. They're back from 30 years ago. Long story short, we're sitting at the table yesterday. My one son and daughter visited, and I says, I got to get the videos edited from when it's all little. And Heather's like, don't be slipping memes in when you do it. You know what I'm going to do now? Let me see. I'm still here on the phone. And Mr. Kirkpatrick said, do my 62 winter project, kingpins and front disc brake, dual master, left side went well, right side this week. You're on it, Bill. You're on it, brother. Kingpins are a little bit fussy to work with, in all sincerity. And Clinton, how are you tonight? 72 Super Beetle. Super Beetles ride nice. They corner well. They're a little more comfortable on the suspension. I haven't watched a video yet. Well, later tonight I've used Castro Rotella. If you are one of my, but mine, of course, I do research. Yeah, that's the thing, Adam, is the research. A lot of folks